In the vastness of space, humanity has always searched for patterns and signs that might help explain the mysteries of the universe. NASA's Planetary Defence program was originally created with a very practical purpose: to monitor and mitigate threats from near-Earth objects such as asteroids and comets. These celestial bodies, moving silently through space, could one day pose a risk to Earth, and the program's task is to make sure humanity is prepared. Yet, while scanning the skies for such dangers, the system occasionally detects things that do not fit the expected patterns. One of the most compelling of these anomalies emerged in May of 2018, when the Solar Terrestrial Relations Observatory, better known as STEREO, captured images of a strange wheel-shaped object moving through space. The discovery startled both scientists and the public. The object, which soon became known as the Ezekiel wheel, appeared on the HI-2 telescope attached to STEREO. Unlike familiar asteroids or planets, this object did not resemble a natural celestial body. Instead, it seemed to display structure. A circle could be seen, with 4 spokes extending inward, almost identical to a wheel design. The crispness of the pattern was so remarkable that it set the discovery apart from the usual blurs or reflections often found in telescope imagery. For many observers, it was unlike anything they had ever seen before. NASA eventually explained the sighting as a misidentification of Venus. The official claim was that the brightness of Venus, combined with the positioning of the observatory's cameras, created the illusion of a wheel-like structure. However, not everyone accepted this explanation. Critics pointed out that Venus had been observed countless times before, without ever producing a similar optical effect. The peculiar structure of the Ezekiel wheel, combined with its motion through space, led many to believe that this was not a planet at all, but rather something more mysterious, perhaps even an interstellar visitor. The name Ezekiel wheel arose from its resemblance to ancient descriptions found in spiritual texts, where wheels within wheels were described moving across the heavens. The connection fascinated many, as it seemed to bridge science, mystery, and ancient accounts of strange objects in the sky. While NASA maintained a cautious stance, preferring not to engage in speculation, independent researchers and enthusiasts began analyzing the footage frame by frame. Some claimed the wheel appeared to rotate, while others argued it maintained a steady structure while moving across the solar system. This was not the first time that the Ezekiel wheel had been spotted. Prior to May of 2018, no sightings of similar wheel-like forms had been logged in observatory data. Each time this mysterious video is shared, it has sparked lively debates online, with people sharing theories about what this mysterious object could be. Some believed they represented advanced craft moving through space. Others suggested they might be remnants of ancient cosmic structures drifting silently between worlds. The uniqueness of the 2018 sighting lay in the clarity with which the structure appeared. For the first time, the wheel's 4 spokes were visible enough to inspire genuine curiosity, even among those who usually dismissed such anomalies as camera errors. The footage spread rapidly once it was posted online, with many commentators insisting that the object could not be dismissed so easily. If it truly was a planet, why did it appear so different from every other planetary image captured by STEREO? NASA's Planetary Defence program was not designed to investigate such mysteries. Its mission focuses on cataloguing and tracking near-Earth objects, calculating their trajectories, and developing strategies to prevent potential impacts. However, its instruments occasionally capture things outside this scope. The Ezekiel wheel became one such case, a discovery that blurred the line between scientific monitoring and unexplained phenomena. At the time, NASA was known to be particularly careful about commenting on unusual sightings. This caution only added to the sense of mystery, with some believing that the official explanation of Venus was more of a dismissal than a genuine clarification. Those who believe in the authenticity of the Ezekiel wheel argue that its structured appearance cannot simply be the result of chance. Unlike irregularly shaped asteroids or blurred starfields, this object resembled a deliberate design. A wheel with spokes is a recognizable geometric form, one that rarely emerges naturally in astronomy. Supporters of the mystery theory claim this could indicate technology, perhaps even an interstellar probe or craft of unknown origin passing through the solar system. The possibility of interstellar visitors is not entirely far-fetched. In October of 2017, Just months before the Ezekiel wheel sighting, astronomers detected Oumuamua, the first known interstellar object to pass through the solar system. While officially classified as a cigar-shaped rock or icy fragment, its odd acceleration patterns led some scientists to suggest it could even be artificial. Against that backdrop, the appearance of the Ezekiel wheel in 2018 felt to many like a continuation of the mystery, another visitor from beyond, though of a vastly different design. The fascination with the Ezekiel wheel also reflects humanity's broader desire to find meaning in cosmic patterns. Space is vast and often chaotic, with planets, comets, and asteroids following natural laws. Yet, when something emerges that looks structured, it ignites the imagination. Over the years, the Ezekiel wheel has remained a topic of speculation. Each time new images resembling it appear, they spark renewed debate. Some researchers insist these anomalies are artifacts of the cameras, reflections, or data compression effects. Others argue that the repeated appearances suggest consistency, a hallmark of something real rather than an accident. For many observers, the mystery remains unsolved, with the balance tipping toward belief in something extraordinary. The cultural impact of the Ezekiel wheel has also been significant. Videos of the sighting continue to circulate, with enthusiasts creating analyses, diagrams, and even 3D models to visualize what such an object might look like if encountered up close. Discussions link the object to ancient accounts, particularly those describing wheels or circular structures in the heavens. The idea that modern instruments might have captured something that resonates with descriptions written thousands of years ago only deepens the sense of wonder. For NASA, the Ezekiel wheel remains an example of how the search for near-Earth threats can yield unexpected discoveries. Even if the official explanation is Venus, the persistence of alternative theories highlights the challenges of communicating scientific findings in an age of instant global sharing. A single anomaly, once released online, can inspire countless interpretations, many of which escape the control of the institutions that first captured the data. Whether one believes the Ezekiel wheel was Venus, a camera artifact, or an interstellar visitor, its story represents a fascinating chapter in the history of space observation. It underscores the idea that the universe still holds surprises, and that even with advanced technology, not every mystery can be solved immediately. Sometimes the images captured raise more questions than answers, leaving humanity to wonder what else might be moving silently beyond the reach of our eyes. In reflecting on the Ezekiel wheel, one is reminded that exploration often leads to the unexpected. The Planetary Defence program was not searching for structured, wheel-like objects in space, yet one appeared. Whether natural or artificial, ordinary or extraordinary, the sighting reminds us that space is still full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. The Ezekiel wheel, captured in May of 2018, remains a symbol of this mystery, inspiring curiosity, debate, and imagination. As telescopes and observatories continue to grow more advanced, it is possible that future images will bring clarity to this mystery. Perhaps the wheel will be seen again, this time from multiple angles, allowing for detailed study. The mystery of Planet 9. In January 2016, two astronomers from the California Institute of Technology, Konstantin Batygin and Mike Brown, announced research that shook the scientific community. Their studies pointed toward evidence of a large hidden planet lurking in the farthest reaches of our solar system, well beyond the orbit of Pluto. Though they did not directly observe the planet itself, their work suggested that the gravitational fingerprints of something massive were influencing smaller bodies in the distant Kuiper belt. This mysterious world, nicknamed Planet 9, has since become one of the most captivating astronomical mysteries of modern times. According to Batygin and Brown, this world is no small body. They estimated that it could be around 1.5 times the size of Earth, with a mass between 5 and 10 times greater. Unlike the familiar nearly circular paths traced by most planets, Planet 9 would follow a vast, elongated orbit that stretches far beyond Neptune. In fact, this hidden world could be orbiting at a distance 20 to 30 times farther from the Sun than Neptune itself. Its orbit would be so lengthy that it might take between 10,000 and 20,000 Earth years to complete just one journey around the Sun. The existence of this enormous planet was not suggested lightly. It came from studying the strange orbital paths of icy objects in the Kuiper belt, a region filled with dwarf planets, comets, and rocky debris beyond Neptune. Astronomers noticed that many of these smaller bodies shared unusual alignments and clustered together in ways that could not easily be explained. Batygin and Brown proposed that only a massive planet with a strong gravitational pull could shepherd these objects into such patterns. This idea was reminiscent of the way Earth's gravity influences the Moon. While the Moon circles Earth every 27 days, from an outside perspective, it also spirals through space as Earth orbits the Sun. In a similar way, the orbits of these icy Kuiper Belt objects appeared to be shaped not only by the Sun, but also by something else unseen, possibly Planet 9. In the years that followed, more discoveries added weight to the theory. In 2018, astronomers revealed a new candidate for a dwarf planet named 2017 OF201. This body, measuring around 700 kilometers across, travels on an extreme elliptical path. The oddity of its orbit suggested that it might have been nudged by a large gravitational presence, pointing once again to the potential influence of Planet 9. Yet the mystery deepened further. Critics began asking why, if this planet existed, it had not yet been directly observed. Some scientists questioned whether the orbital data from Kuiper Belt objects was extensive enough to draw such dramatic conclusions. Others put forward alternative explanations, ranging from a broad ring of debris to more speculative ideas, such as a compact black hole residing in the outer solar system. Despite these counter-arguments, the Planet 9 theory remained persuasive to many because of the sheer consistency of the orbital anomalies. The difficulty in solving this mystery lies in the enormous distances involved. For example, the object 2017 OF201 may take as long as 24,000 years to complete one orbit. Detecting the subtle gravitational effects of such an object requires immense patience and multiple orbital cycles, which humanity has not had the time to record. Even as more trans-Neptunian bodies are discovered, some have posed challenges to the Planet 9 hypothesis. In recent years, astronomers identified an object known as 2023 KQ-14, discovered with the Subaru telescope in Hawaii. Classified as a sednoid, it spends the majority of its life at great distances from the Sun, with a closest approach of 71 astronomical units and a farthest distance of 433 astronomical units. Its orbit appeared surprisingly stable, showing little sign of being affected by a massive hidden planet. This discovery, along with 3 other sednoids with equally stable orbits, suggested that if Planet 9 does exist, it may be even farther away than previously estimated, perhaps beyond 500 astronomical units. Still, the possibility remains tantalizing. If Planet 9 is real, its discovery would not only expand our map of the solar system, but also revolutionize our understanding of planetary formation. For centuries, astronomers have wondered whether unseen worlds might exist beyond Neptune. The theory of Planet 9 revives this tradition and keeps alive the possibility that a vast, cold planet is still waiting to be revealed. The greatest limitation to solving the mystery is that our current spacecraft cannot easily reach the outer solar system. Based on the speed of NASA's New Horizons probe, which visited Pluto, it would take more than 100 years to reach the distance where Planet 9 might be hiding. As a result, astronomers must rely on ground-based observatories and advanced space telescopes to scan the heavens for clues. Each year, new icy bodies are discovered, and each new orbit traced adds another piece to the puzzle. The mystery of Planet 9 is a story of science at the edge of discovery. It blends careful mathematical reasoning with the thrill of exploring the unknown. Whether it turns out to be a massive planet, an unusual collection of debris, or something else entirely, the search reminds humanity that our solar system is far from fully charted. The Kuiper Belt alone is vast beyond imagination, and there may be countless secrets hidden within it. For now, Planet 9 remains unseen, but its gravitational whispers continue to suggest that something extraordinary waits in the darkness. As technology advances and telescopes become ever more precise, the chances of confirming or disproving the existence of this hidden world grow stronger. Until then, Planet 9 stands as one of the most exciting mysteries in astronomy, a reminder that even within our own celestial neighborhood, there are still realms left to discover. The mystery of the runaway black hole. Astronomy has always carried with it the promise of wonder and the possibility of discovery that challenges the very way humanity understands the universe. In early April of the year 2023, researchers announced what may be one of the most astonishing astronomical findings in recent history: evidence of a runaway supermassive black hole tearing away from its home galaxy. This extraordinary object appears to be rushing through interstellar space, dragging behind it a luminous trail of new stars that stretches far across the cosmos. If confirmed, this discovery would represent the very first observational proof that supermassive black holes, usually thought to be firmly anchored at the centers of galaxies, can be ejected and left to wander the universe. The discovery began when astronomers, using the Hubble Space Telescope, studied a dwarf galaxy known as RCP-28, situated around 7.5 billion light-years from Earth. While observing this seemingly quiet corner of the universe, the scientists noticed something remarkable. A long, thin streak of light, unlike anything they had seen before, appeared to point directly back toward the center of the galaxy. What initially looked like a faint smudge quickly revealed itself to be something extraordinary. Follow-up investigations showed that the streak extended more than 200,000 light-years in length, a span that is nearly twice the width of the Milky Way. The leading explanation for this luminous feature is that it represents the wake of a runaway black hole, one weighing as much as 20 million times the mass of the Sun. This massive object is believed to be moving away from its galaxy at speeds of roughly 3.5 million miles per hour, or more than 4,000 times the speed of sound. To put this staggering pace into perspective, such an object could travel from Earth to the Moon in only about 14 minutes. The trail behind it is made of compressed gas that is being energized by the black hole's passage, leading to the birth of countless new stars in its wake. The line of light immediately raised questions among astronomers because it superficially resembled an astrophysical jet, the type of high-energy beam of material that active black holes can often produce. However, closer examination quickly showed important differences. Astrophysical jets normally fade and scatter as they extend outward from their source, whereas this streak of light actually grows brighter and more structured the further it stretches from the galaxy's center. In addition, jets typically fan outward, spreading into space, but this structure remained narrow and linear, almost like a thread drawn across the stars. The evidence strongly suggested that this was not a jet at all, but rather the wake of a black hole plowing through intergalactic gas. The implications of this are extraordinary. Supermassive black holes are usually thought to sit in the hearts of galaxies, where their gravity helps shape and stabilize the systems of stars around them. To see one expelled, racing into interstellar space, means that even these enormous anchors are not always secure. The most likely explanation offered by astronomers is a cosmic slingshot effect caused by a rare three-body interaction. If two supermassive black holes already orbit each other in a binary system, and a third joins during the violent merging of galaxies, the interaction can destabilize the system. As a result, one of the three bodies may be hurled outward at tremendous speeds. In this case, the runaway object is thought to be the unfortunate black hole expelled from the partnership, cast adrift with unimaginable force. What makes this discovery so compelling is not just the spectacle of a rogue black hole, but also the scientific significance it carries. For decades, theorists have predicted that supermassive black holes could, under the right circumstances, be flung from their galaxies. Yet until now, no unambiguous evidence had ever been found. The luminous trail captured by Hubble, and later studied with the Keck telescope in Hawaii, offers the strongest proof yet that this phenomenon is real. The streak points back exactly to where one would expect a supermassive black hole to sit, in the galaxy's core, making the alignment almost too perfect to dismiss. The runaway black hole is not just a curiosity, it also provides a natural laboratory for studying how stars form under unusual conditions. The trail of gas it leaves behind is compressed so strongly that it appears to be actively generating new stars. This means that rather than simply being a destructive force, the expelled black hole may be seeding the birth of stellar systems in its wake. In a sense, it is leaving behind a new cosmic neighborhood as it speeds away into the depths of space. Still, mysteries remain. Astronomers do not yet know how common such events are. If runaway black holes are a natural outcome of galactic interactions, there could be many of them scattered across the universe, invisible unless their wakes happen to light up with newly formed stars. Detecting them directly is a daunting challenge, since black holes themselves emit no light. For this reason, astronomers will continue to turn to powerful observatories, both in space and on Earth, to search for more examples. The runaway black hole from RCP-28 represents both a confirmation of long-standing predictions and an invitation to explore new questions. How often do three-body interactions occur on such scales? How do these events reshape galaxies over billions of years? And could some galaxies we see today, missing their central black holes, already be the aftermath of such cosmic slingshot events? These are questions that will take years, perhaps decades, to answer. For now, the discovery stands as one of the most dramatic and awe-inspiring findings in astronomy. The idea that an object 20 million times the mass of the Sun can be cast out of its galactic cradle and sent careening across intergalactic space defies the imagination. It is a vivid reminder that the universe is dynamic, restless, and full of surprises. In the centuries to come, astronomers may uncover many more of these cosmic wanderers. Each runaway black hole will tell a story of violent galactic encounters and the forces that shape the structure of the universe. The first evidence from RCP-28, stretching across 200,000 light-years of luminous stars, is a testament to both the power of cosmic interactions and the incredible ability of modern instruments to uncover them. It reminds humanity that even the darkest and most mysterious forces in the universe can leave behind trails of light, revealing their secrets to those who dare to look. The discovery of BH3, the Milky Way's most massive stellar black hole. Astronomy is a science built upon careful observation, patience, and sometimes pure chance. Recently, astronomers made a discovery that has shaken the field and opened an entirely new chapter in the study of black holes. An enormous stellar black hole, located in the constellation of Aquila, has been found just 2,000 light-years from Earth. This black hole, named BH3, is the largest stellar origin black hole ever discovered within the Milky Way galaxy. With a mass about 33 times greater than that of the Sun, it represents a colossal remnant of a once mighty star and provides a direct link between stellar black holes observed in our own galaxy and those seen in distant reaches of the universe through gravitational waves. The black hole revealed itself in a surprising way. Researchers working with data from the European Space Agency's Gaia mission were studying the motion of stars when they noticed something unusual. Gaia, launched in the year 2013, is a space telescope tasked with creating a three-dimensional map of more than 1 billion stars in the Milky Way. While examining data from the constellation Aquila, astronomers detected a peculiar wobble in the motion of a star. This wobble indicated that the star was in orbit around an unseen companion exerting an extraordinary gravitational pull. Further investigations confirmed that the hidden partner was a black hole of unprecedented size for a stellar remnant. The discovery was so striking that researchers released the details earlier than expected, wishing to provide the global astronomy community with the opportunity to study the black hole immediately. Dr. Pasquale Panuzzo, a member of the Gaia collaboration at the Observatoire de Paris, emphasized the importance of the finding. BH3 is not only the most massive stellar black hole found in the Milky Way, but also the second closest of its kind to Earth, making it a unique object for further study. To confirm the nature of BH3, astronomers turned to the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope in Chile's Atacama Desert. Observations from this powerful facility verified the orbit of the companion star, which circles BH3 once every 11.6 years. With these measurements, scientists could accurately calculate the black hole's mass and confirm that it was 33 times greater than that of the Sun. This makes it more massive than any other stellar black hole known in the Milky Way. Only Sagittarius A, the supermassive black hole at the very center of the galaxy, surpasses it in terms of sheer weight. Stellar black holes typically form when massive stars collapse at the end of their lives. Dozens of such objects have been catalogued in the Milky Way, but most of them are relatively small, often weighing in at about 10 times the mass of the Sun. Finding one that is more than 3 times as massive as the average makes BH3 extraordinary. While supermassive black holes like Sagittarius A arise from the collapse of immense clouds of gas and dust, stellar black holes like BH3 are remnants of exploding stars. The discovery of such a heavy example within our own galaxy offers astronomers the chance to bridge the gap between local observations and the more distant black holes detected in gravitational wave events. Indeed, BH3 resembles some of the black holes previously revealed not by light, but by ripples in space-time. Gravitational waves, detected when black holes merge, have pointed to the existence of stellar black holes with masses similar to BH3. However, until now, such massive stellar black holes had only been identified in faraway galaxies. The presence of BH3 in the Milky Way provides a direct connection between these two types of discovery and confirms that such giants do exist closer to home. Another fascinating aspect of BH3 is its companion star.